Yo, yo, what's good, big dog? It's your boy Dre, and this is Samurai Kennels and Shogun Unlimited. This is the great debate. The great debate. Can you get a game dog from a curve? Can you get a game dog from a curve? Welcome in. If y'all just not getting here, or if you're catching this on the replay, hit the like button, subscribe, and share for more content like this. We're gonna take it up to about 10,000 feet tonight, y'all, and we're gonna cook and enjoy. So that being said, we're gonna get to it here shortly. Letting people get in here, let people get in here. And yeah, man. See Melee in the building. What's good, big dog? Casino like Prez in the building. Salute, big dog. Tonight is gonna be a little bit more opinion-based topic. Um, we do have facts. There are facts here to back up everything. So, but the board is going to be open. I'm about to open the board up now. If you want to come on here and shoot your shot, it's wide open. It's wide open. I'm not here to tell you what I put it. I'm not here to make you think what I think. I'm here to get some straightening. To get some straightening. Yeah, y'all, we need it. We need it. So, let me see if I can get this screen working. Oh, hold on, button was wrong. Okay. Hold tight. Yeah, man, we in here. I got my dogs back, y'all. For those of y'all that didn't know my dogs, I boarded them, and um, they actually got into a fight, and the boarding kennel said, "Come get your dogs, man." the boarding kennel said, "Come get your dogs, man. They're banned from the boarding kennel." So I'm here in the hotel room with them right now. We're doing this live straight from the hotel room. We're gonna do a simulcast. We can go live as long or as short as y'all want. But yeah. So just for those of y'all who didn't know, I have dogs. So I'm not just here talking as a bystander on the sideline. I'm talking about these dogs. So y'all come on in, make sure you hit the like button and weigh in. Well, yeah, let me post that in the chat. Invite guests if you're interested in coming in here. You're welcome to come in. Just wipe your feet at the door, fam. Wipe your feet at the door. And that's the way we like it. That's the way we like it. So the topic tonight, y'all. The topic tonight. Can a cur produce a game dog? Can a cur produce a game dog? We're gonna start a poll as well. And all y'all gotta do to be on the poll is if you put one in the chat, it's yes, Walter PA, what's good, big dog? If you put a 2 in the chat, put no. A 3 in the chat equates to I would never find out, and a 4 in the chat is I've seen it, but it ain't for me. Wifey in the building, salute, baby. Welcome in. Everybody, welcome in. So we got 2 1s in the chat so far. We're gonna get these in here, man, and definitely. So yeah, okay. So it's going up right now. Appreciate that. Now, where this information is coming from, and where this energy is coming from, is for those of y'all who may not be aware of it. I made this post on Facebook, and about 10 days ago, and Heart Fitness Killers in the middle. What's good, big dog? I made this post about 10 days ago, and the general consensus with the Bulldog community was no. Or excuse me, it was yes. But a lot of people were saying, even though yes, they wouldn't do it because of the negative connotations they would have from taking a dog that didn't do what you wanted to do and breeding it anyways. So putting that out there. for the general population, the general consensus, the overarching answer out of 855 comments was yes. That post has been seen over 102,000 times, and the resounding answer is yes, you can. But majority say they would never do it. Um, but it did raise some questions, and I'm gonna be until somebody jumps on the panel. I'm gonna just be going through these. I'm gonna just be going through some of these statements that were said because, like I said, there's 855 comments. Some of them stood out to me. Some of them were kind of just yes or no's, yes you cans. But there were some good ones. Hurtis Bulldogs was good, big dog. Welcome, welcome. So there is a post I want to read. It has really nothing to do with so these are funny to me only because like this shows me a person that responded only to the post and they didn't do any research behind the response. So I'm not gonna read his name because I ain't about to blast him like that. I'm not out to blast him, but I do want to put what he said in there because I think it's important. MK and Bottoms was good, and Pitwise says, "So is it genetic or personality trait?" Well, based upon the answer that the general public is given, they're saying it's a personality trait, a one-off, or that individual had the problem. But genetically, because was produced by game or dogs that contain game dog lines somewhere down in their pedigree, it can still throw game dogs. And then they gave examples. You know, they gave examples of bloodlines and pedigrees that showed it. But like I said, tonight is the great debate, and these are comments on my Facebook. Y'all can go see them for yourself. But this one right here, I'm reading them now as we go through as we live. I'm reading these right now. And so one of the guys, he said, "Why do black folks make posts about everything that really has no business being posted? Then when them folks show up, we go to hollering who told on us. Most young dog men nowadays are like most young dope men. You want all the admiration and accolades from the illegal stuff that you do, none of the problems that go hand in hand with them. Stop helping build their cases against you. All these dumb A posts will be sitting across the aisle from you at the prosecution's table one day, and they will be marked as evidence." And see, this is the thing about that gets me because like this is why I had stopped making posts like this for a long time. And like even in the chat right now, she says fighting dogs is effing disgusting thing. Rescue pit bulls. And so the thing is, these are two people that literally have done no research. If they had, they would know that we do the digital dog show here. I train dogs. I talk about only the legalities and how to protect your dogs legally and lawfully, how to ethically care for your dogs. So like when I see these people come on here, I don't get offended anymore. I realize there's a level of ignorance where it's like, okay, if I bring up race, somebody's gonna get offended because I mentioned race, even though it actually exists. No matter how many facts or how logical or calm-headed I approach the situation, there's always gonna be somebody who thinks we just shouldn't talk about it. And coming up in a community where people didn't talk about pedophiles or things that matter because we shouldn't talk about it because it makes them uncomfortable. I'm not doing that. Like, no. But Gwen, I do appreciate that. Like for those who genuinely have issues and are abusing animals, like I think that post is for them, but you're just here for no reason. And okay, MK Bonham said, he said, well, ma'am, the thing is this: you're here on a live stream. I have a channel that has the actual channel's mission on the channel. And you just came in here and said about rescue dogs, but like there was no context behind it. The topic tonight is, can you get a cur from a game dog? So that's why it's ignorant, because you paid no attention to the topic or even to get to know what the host was briefing. You just came here spewing what you thought was rhetoric because you saw pit bulls and a black dude. So I don't know if it's racist or you don't like people that have pit bulls or what it is, but your lack of context allows me to draw whatever context I want to draw. So if you come in, I dropped the link. You can come on and debate. You can come on and debate, man, but I promise you, like, we will probably agree on 90% of the topics. Your approach was just not good. I can't read your tone or diction from a chat. And that's why it's an open panel tonight so that you can come on and express yourself freely. And no, I'm not gonna make you put yourself on the screen. None of that. That's crazy. Like, but the debate should be kept on the topic. And the topic is right now a historical topic. And that's why I have the banner going across the top right now, because I don't want to discuss anything that's going on in modern day. I want to discuss a topic that affects the actual breed, the American Pit Bull Terrier. The debate is on the screen, y'all. It is there's a poll, and the poll is simply this: Can a cur produce a game dog? Can a cur produce a game dog? And I put on my debate hat because I had stopped debating people on here because what ended up happening was I would debate people, and if they could not get me to change my mind, or they could not get me to concede to their opinion, typically they started trying to attack me as a person. And I'm a sociology, psychology major in college, so I understand this term is called ad hominem, where instead of winning the argument, I'm just going to attack the person and try to destroy their credibility because I cannot refute what they are saying to be true or false, right? So that's why I kind of wanted the debate to be open to y'all to come on here, give y'all opinion, and maybe y'all go head to head with each other because in this situation right here, the resounding answer is yes. All right, like that's not my opinion. That's what people have proven, and they gave examples in the chat. Their examples were, and I quote, "But Jeep was the number one example I saw consistently in the chat," and then they gave their reasons why. And this is how you actually back an argument. So Jeep's father, Finley's Bow, was actually known to have stopped. I don't think he stopped before he produced Jeep, but he stopped. Now, the thing I like about this is, hold on, y'all. Is there echo? Am I echoing y'all? So Jeep was the number one answer I saw. And the reason why was Finley's Bow was supposed to have stopped. And if Jeep's father had stopped, whether before or after he produced him, why would you continue to breed those dogs off of that dog, right? And then Jeep was supposedly have been, had his issues or whatever too. And all of these things have been said, but there are lines, and the Jeep Red Boy Rascal line is a very prominent line now. I use the line myself, right? And so when I put it out there, I will never put something out there to make you guys beat your chest. It's not that. The question is can a cur produce a game dog? Yes or no? Everything else that came out from this wash was things that these brothers have been needing to get off their chest, or sisters have been needing to get off their chest in general. In general. And so, yeah, man. Hey, and shout out to everybody going to the pig picking, man. Appreciate that, bro. Shout out to everybody going to the pig picking, man. Great opportunity to fellowship and see dogs in a positive light. They're going to be showing the dogs for conformation. They will be doing a treadmill race. I think they got weight pull this year as well. Very, very positive things, man. Very, very positive things. Okay, so I got another comment that happened. Paul Johnson, what's good, big dog? Salute, welcome. I got another comment that I thought was pretty good. This person was completely against it, and they said these exact words: "Not gonna happen." Cur, he said, "No wall, no weight pull or wall." Okay, thank you, Pitwise. Thank you. This person said, "Not gonna happen. Cur gonna produce cur offsprings. Facts. Curs are gonna produce cur offsprings. Facts." Now, I like that statement because he put facts in there. And just as I already spoke, there were several dogs. It wasn't just Jeep. They brought up some Mayday dogs that we have lines off of that were supposedly stopped. Snooty and Bully Son were also brought up, and Bully Son's also in Jeep's pedigree, dog. So these dogs were brought up, and I've never been disappointed there in my pedigree because of how other people feel about them, right? The fact is, people bred them and they got dogs that they were happy with, right? Uh, in no form or fashion am I encouraging illegal dog fighting or the breeding of dogs that did not meet the standard, which the standard was to be game, right? So I'm not encouraging that by anybody, but I'm telling you right now, 90% of y'all have cur in your bloodline, and you just haven't you either haven't done the research or you refuse to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as my brother Toyo would say, you married to the lie. Thank you. Hey, Uncle Buck, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Historically speaking. Um, so yeah. So we 15 minutes in, and right now the poll says 86% says yes, it can happen. 14% says they never find out, right? Now, the other issue that came up was after I posted this video, um, people started talking about things that had nothing to do with the topic. Okay, Uncle Buck, you telling on too many people pedigrees right now, but I know you know though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and thank you. Also, like I said, repeating the banner. This is for historical, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Please do not do this at home. Literally, like I'm bringing this up because these are topics that are American history, and if you're still doing, it's like being a mob or a gangster or like a drug dealer. Like, yeah, people still do it nowadays, but nowadays the charges are way too big. Too many people have gotten caught. The cops know everything, the ins and outs of it. Like, just don't do it. Um, I talk about it because I don't fully understand the history of these dogs. And one thing I learned is you have to be tough enough to ask the questions that people are going to laugh at you to ask, but you have to be tough enough to get your answers. You have to be tough enough to get your answers. Um, like me personally, I don't know nothing about no matches. I don't be reading match data and all that stuff out to y'all, man. There are channels that were there. They experienced it when it was in their heyday, and they will tell you about it openly and freely. I'm not about to do that. I'm more worried about definitions and understanding what I'm talking about, right? Um, so here's another one. And like these guys right here, like they trip me out, man. So this guy says, "Man, you don't know none about pit bulls, bro. I don't know why y'all come on here and want to talk about pit bulls and don't know s about them. That's crazy to me. And I'm gonna tell you why that's crazy to me. If I don't know about them, and I go to a forum that says the the history of the American Pit Bull Terrier, why would I not ask questions? Like this is why I don't even typically read the comments. Like when I go through like every single comment, a person could be like, "Dre, you're ugly," you know what I'm saying? Your mama wear combat boots. I'm gonna like the comment anyways because I'm gonna be real with y'all. On Facebook, that's engagement. So like now that I'm going through these comments, I'm getting a raw reaction with y'all, and I'm like, this is funny. Um, some people are trying to justify breeding a cur. Some people are saying that if it's a pure strand and highly inbred, then if it curves out, you should still breed it because it carries all those other traits, right? And like, if you paid $5,000 for a dog, you want to go ahead and breed it, go ahead, go ahead. My question is, you is ethically, would you tell somebody that this dog comes down from a history of being a cur? If they didn't know, would you reveal that information to them, or would they have to ask? And then I like this answer. I think I like it anyways. I appreciate that, mother-in-law. I appreciate that, mother in love. And so this one right here is cool. It says, yes, you can get game dogs from a quitter. Litters are made from dogs that make us happy and show us traits we look for. Years go by and it stops, but through 4 litters of night, I like that answer. This person is saying that basically the people that bred the curs liked the cur. Um, Even though they knew the rules, they knew that the rule it the rule, and this is just so everybody's on the same page. The cur, an American game dog, Gameness is a trait that is sought after. So you typically reserve the right to breed to dogs that have showed that trait through whatever process you go through. I'm not here to talk about that process. Um, and so a cur is the dog that basically did not show you game. They did not show you the trait that the dog should be have the ability to perform, right? And I'll use another breed as an example because the history of the American Pit Bull Terrier is a one is written in blood. So if you have a bloodhound, that dog's job is to be able to smell things and sense them and smell them and detect them for you, right? So if you get a bloodhound that doesn't do a good job smelling things and it doesn't do a good job of helping you find whatever lost object you've lost, it's not really a good bloodhound, right? And with a lot of the registries now, I'm not gonna throw their names out there, but a lot of registries now, as long as the dog comes from a lineage of dogs that do whatever scent work or soft mouth dogs or for like for catching game fowl or whatever it is, um, they'll breed them because they meet the conformation standard, right? And it's on us as consumers and as breeders and as owners and as pet pops and pet moms to decide whether or not that dog needs to be fixed and castrated, neutered, or spayed, or left into the breeding pool, right? So, uh, yeah, like at the end of the day, the people that I like this comment because he literally says you can get game dogs from a quitter. Litters are made from the dogs that make us happy. Period. Period. Um, because right now, if you're doing it the lawful way, you are not fighting dogs to find out their game. If you're doing it the right way, you're doing something else to find out if they are game. You're doing it. Like I'll say it again. If you are doing it the right way nowadays, you are not fighting your dogs to show that they're game. And if you're doing something like that, I'm not. I would never bait you out by having this conversation for you to come out here and telling yourself that would be stupid. That would be lack of self preservation, right? That would be lack of self preservation. This topic is simply for people like me who I have never been in the box. Ain't nobody in their life can tell you they see me in a box. But yeah, Croc Bull, Wild Hogs is an example of a positive way to lawfully see if that dog can go out and do something that requires a high level of courage and a high level of intensity to stay there. I think hog hunting is probably the most prominent legal way to do it nowadays. Um, and that's going to bring in a whole other topic. I'll talk about it on another episode, but I think personally, hog hunting is a great way to check your dogs out and not go to jail. Say this again and hear me out for all of y'all who hear hog hunting and get automatically defensive. I think hog hunting is a great way to check your dogs out and not go to jail. Okay? All right? I'm not here to tell you about the glory days when people were out here doing what made the dogs what they are. I respect it. I got a high level of respect for the people that did it and share their stories with us. There are channels, there are people that did it, and you can go listen to them to get their perspective. And I highly encourage you to go to them because they've done it already and they can tell you what it was like. And I'm gonna give y'all an example of what I mean by that because I love to give these examples, y'all. I'm feeling pretty good today. People telling you about what dog fighting or the history of the box used to be like, to me, is equivalent to somebody who lived in preset pre what's one of the living in a segregated America. There are people that lived that era and they can talk about it, but it doesn't exist anymore in their world. No matter how they feel about it, that's not the world that we live in anymore, right? Okay, Melee, I appreciate that, Melee. And the reason why I appreciate that is um this so that brought up another conversation. And the conversation that brought up was there's levels to courage. So I made a 3-part video talking about that as well, right? And I think it's important to honestly express like what I think a cur is. I'm not trying to define a cur because what most people get and they they panties in a bunch about is when I try to say a curry is this or a curry is that, they go, "You ain't ever been in the box. You don't know what a curry is." I don't, but I know what I've been told what a curry is, and I know what the general consensus is. Is the general consensus of a curry is this, okay? And this is from that post. That post has about 500 comments as well. So at least 500 people had shared what they thought a cur was. A cur is a dog, typically American Pit Bull Terrier. When you're talking about the title cur, there are also a breeds of dogs that are called curs, like mountain curs and blackmouth curs. But a dog, typically American Pit Bull Terrier or American Staffordshire Terrier, depending on what era you're talking about, that started or showed the ability or the will to want to engage another animal in combat, typically another dog. It began the process of attacking or going into or scratching into that other animal and then stopped before it had either rendered the other animal unalive, before the other animal stopped showing aggression or taking hold, biting, or literally, like he said, ran away or jumped out, tried to get away from the combative situation, right? To me, that is what a cur is. It began to do the task of taking hold of another animal, and it stopped before the job that it was supposed to do was completed. So it is a quitter, in a better words, right? Well, then that brought up the term, what is a cold dog? A cold dog is a dog that was bred for the same purposes to try to find another game dog. The dog never showed intention to cause harm to another dog or other animal on four legs. It simply took a beating when a beating was given, but it never ran away either. It didn't show cowardice. Oh, I know it was you. Thank you. That was my wife, y'all. Give me just a second. She taking care of me. But yeah. So the cold dog never started, y'all. The cold dog never started. Thank you, baby. And so thank you. The hot sauce. I need the hot sauce. Thank you. And so finally, you have the game dog, right? And the game dog is the dog that not only started, yeah, I'll make room, not only started, but stayed in the fight until the mission was done. Um, okay. Hey man, I appreciate, man. One of my OGs in the chat, man. Salute to you, bro. You know who you are. Thank you. I appreciate that information, and I appreciate you helping me understand better what I'm talking about when I speak about the history of the dogs that I love and care for. Thank you. Okay. And then we got to the game dog, y'all. And then on my last live and also on my final post that I had posted, I talked about the levels of, thank you, the levels of, Uncle Buck said Dre over there. He picked. Yeah, so it's actually not as she got me them Jimmy Dean sausage bowls, y'all. And I'm back in Texas now, so I gotta have me some Texas Pete. And let me tell y'all something. Texas Pete is actually from North Carolina, so it's a North Carolina style barbecue sauce. It remind me of home down here in Texas. But anyways, Uncle Buck got me off my square. So look, y'all, this is what I need y'all to understand. After talking about curs, cold dogs, and game dogs, then people start talking about what's levels the game is, and it's levels of this, and it's levels of that. And I broke it down from my level of understanding. You out? Love you. Be good. Thank you. Let me know when you get back to the room. Dang, it's raining hard out there. All right, y'all. And then also for those of y'all that pray, my wife, my mom, my kids, and I, we just moved back to Texas, and literally within the last 7 days, we've experienced 2 tornadoes already. So, Usam, what's good, big dog? That's right, Uncle Buck. That's right. So let me drop that link again for any of y'all that may want to come in here. Like I said, it is not required at all. I can go off the nugget, or if y'all got examples y'all and y'all want to come in, it's up to you. Yo. There's no pressure at all, y'all. But Usang's welcome. Thank you, fam. And I'm still not fully moved yet. Uncle Buck, let me hide this thing right here real quick and get you caught up, brother. Cause you're a real one, man. I appreciate you, fam. All right, so just show you. So I got the dogs back. She down there. That's a ham bone she got down there. And they got, since we've been back, y'all, they have been I'm gonna tell y'all some, like, I got some stuff to share with y'all after we get deeper into the show. But I got her ham bone, she got her Kong in there with her, you know. And I don't know if y'all heard, but when my wife knocked at the door, it was her that barked. I love that about this dog. Um, you ain't about to come up, you ain't about to run up on me, and this dog right here ain't about to say something to you. You know what I'm saying? I love that about her. Really good dog, man. Really, really fantastic animal. And she's got at least 4 curs in her pedigree. And and I say that not proud of the cur, but I'm just giving you an example. Like, this is a really good dog, and I'm not embarrassed about this dog because Finley's Bow, Bully's Son, Snooty, or Frisco are in her pedigree. I'm proud of the dog that she is. And see, Melee has one of her offspring, and he said the same thing. The dog is, the dog is. Jenny Johnson, salute, and welcome. But yeah, and these are really good dogs, y'all. Like, really good. I enjoy them. That's how. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Get him. Get him. Yes, sir, Croc Boy. Hey, and I got a special shout out for Croc Boy in a second, too, y'all. Get him. Out. Hush. Be quiet. Hush, I said. Yeah, y'all. But I wanted to share that with y'all because they this is my dogs, man, and we'll talk about, I'm gonna cook on that a little bit too for y'all. But yeah, man, so we talked about levels of game this, and oh wow. Okay, Croc Boy, let me shout out. Okay. So I want to get this clear. I have not made the banner yet. I got busy, Croc Boy. I had to go into work. My brother, Croc Boy Kennels, if y'all not following him, he is on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. To say thank you to his subscribers for getting his follower and subscriber count up, he is doing a $50 cash giveaway. To get in the cash giveaway, you need to follow and subscribe to his Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And then send him a message or a comment on those things, letting him know that you are there for the drawing. I want to say he said the drawing is going to end on August 20th. On August 20th. So you got a little bit over a month to get out there. I will do a better job as a brother, a fellow member of Texas, a fellow brother here in Texas, to get that flyer together for you, brother. But I fool with him heavily. You know what I'm saying? Also, if y'all are looking for some hides, my hides are currently packed up with my moving truck. But the Great Brother Schoolcraft Kennels is literally my supplier. So, like, if you want to get some hides right now, you don't want to wait on Dre to get his stock back in, go holler at Schoolcraft. Go holler at him. He's on Instagram. It's easy money. And literally, if you're going to buy from me, you might as well buy from him. Like, I'm not about to sit here and like just bogart that. Like, in any of y'all, if y'all got anything to offer the community, man, like, I tell you what, man, I'm here for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do it for the love of the dogs, for the love of the game, fam. For the love of the dogs, for the love of the game. Oh, okay. So great question, Usam. I'm gonna deviate from the debate, and I'll go back to the debate. But Usam asked me a question. He watched the live the other day. He said, "How did it go with the teenage winning the charge for their unsecured facilities?" You sound upbeat, so hopefully one is the correct thing and they saw their fault. So okay, so I'm gonna give y'all this. Nah, Melee. I literally just got here, man. I'm drowning right now in paying for these dogs to keep them in this hotel room. But so I got here last week, y'all, and I decided to board my dogs last Friday. I boarded the dogs for it's supposed to be for 5 nights, from Friday till Tuesday night, or Friday through Wednesday morning. And Tuesday afternoon, they said that my dogs had escaped their cages and had caused damage to the facility. Like, I mean, they tore up some stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, they tore up several mops, the air conditioner. They wreaked havoc in there. But the problem is, it was a professional facility, and my dogs have never been exposed to cages that were like their cages. So it was something they learned in the process of being kept in the kennel. So 2 days ago, I went live, and I was talking about what I was going to do and how I was going to fight it with the legalities behind it. Additionally, my dogs got into a fight because they were not supposed to be kept together. They were supposed to be kept separately in their kennel enclosures. But I guess the kennel got kind of full, so they decided to put the dogs together in the same enclosure. Now, mind you, I don't think this was done maliciously. I think they were just thinking, oh, these little dogs, like, Kazi's 32.5 and Saki is 52.5. So I'm thinking they probably think, oh, these dogs, they ain't gonna hurt nothing. But that's just the general public's ideology behind the American Pit Bull Terrier. I don't fight my dogs, but they come from fighting dog lines. And I'm glad that they sent me a text message to say that my dogs have gotten into 3 fights in their care, because my Kazi has a scar on her back leg. She has a tooth hole in her head, and Saki has a tooth hole in his jaw right now, right? So if the police were to see me without any context with these dogs right now, they would think that I had been fighting dogs. And that's completely untrue. Luckily, the kennel I do have veterinary proof that they did have my dog seen, because that was one of the questions I asked. Did you have my dog seen? And then also, they dropped all extra charges for their facility being unsecured. So I have proof that my dogs were in a scuffle in their care, and that's why they have fresh scarring on their bodies. I did not have to pay anything extra other than what was already paid, and they're just banned. They're just banned from that kennel for forever. Also, that kennel will probably never accept pit bulls again. But yeah, man, that's that's the end of that. But I have my dogs back in my possession, and I'm happy, and they're happy, and we're happy, man. It was very stressful. I would say it's an experience I wouldn't put on anybody. I would say know your dogs, and also if I ever, I think that I will probably open a boarding kennel for that. Like, everything that I see that the general public just does not get for real working dogs. That's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of businesses I want. It's a very niche business, and not a lot of people can do it. Um, I also thought it was a great opportunity. MK and Bottom said, "Yes, sir. That's part of it too." Yes, sir. It was also a great opportunity to make them, that boarding kennel, an advocate for the chain setup. They are a professional boarding kennel. They had over 40 dogs boarded when I was there, and my dogs are the only dogs that were able to escape their enclosures. They had huskies, dogos, Great Danes, mastiffs, several types of terriers, a bunch of stuff that was just mutts in the kennels. And the only 2 dogs that were able to circumvent their security procedures were my 2 American Pit Bull Terriers. That's right, Wolfpack. That's 100% right. Exactly. And so that was y'all, what I'm getting at is I was glad for the opportunity to articulate to that kennel as to why, when the general public says we're against tethering, we're against chains, I was like, and I said this to the guy, like, even though we were like not seeing eye to eye because my dog had destroyed his air conditioning unit, I was like, I'm just glad you guys got the experience of dealing with real working dogs, because whenever it comes up for us to vote for tethering bans again in 5 years here in Texas, I hope that you'll be one of the advocates for chaining or tethering your dogs as an appropriate means of care for certain dogs under certain criteria. And the guy's name was Alex. He's a solid guy. Like, I'm not about to blast it. I'm not about to blast they company. Like, guys, I'm genuinely chunking this up to they just didn't know what they were getting themselves into. Like, I'm not gonna lie, their setup looked pretty good. Like, it did. It looked pretty good. My dogs have never been in that setup before. And he actually, like, he text messaged me the video on their cameras of Saki climbing up to the top of his cage. They actually put two dog beds over the top of his cage and put a 2x4 across him. He just lifted that up and came up out of the cage. You know, it was nothing. And it was funny because when I initially checked my dogs in, he was bragging about his huskies and how powerful they were and how smart they were. And his huskies never had this issue before. So I'm just like, you know, there's levels to this, you know. And so it takes it back to the conversation about the levels of gameness, right? And so when we speak on the levels of gameness, I'm not the expert on that. I didn't develop the game. I didn't test the dogs. I didn't breed those dogs. All I'm telling you is these are stories that you can hear on old interviews with people that are passed away, and the stories have not changed even in the modern era. The levels to gameness. Got dogs that are crawling game, blind game, stupid game, unalive game, and some more stuff, right? And these are definitions that when people use them, they can get misconstrued or overused or underutilized appropriately. When a person tells me they got a dead game dog in their backyard, I'm assuming you have something that is buried in the ground in your backyard. That, because to me, when you use the term unalive game, that means that the animal has died in the process of catching the hog or whatever it is you were doing. It's not my place to ask. I don't even want to know. I don't typically have conversations about dead game or if an animal is game in general with anybody. Even if I'm looking to purchase a dog, I don't care. I don't care. And that's why this conversation even matters, because a lot of people go, why are you talking about curs and why are you talking about this? Why is it? Why? Like, it does not matter. But what is a problem is when you're talking about these things and you don't know what it insinuates. I would say the biggest and most egregious thing I saw in those comments on Facebook, and it's on my Facebook, y'all. It's a pinned reel on my Facebook. It has about 102,000 views, right? I want y'all to go in and look at how many times the word cur is spelled other than C-U-R or K-U-R, depending on like your affiliation, right? I've seen curl, curves, like these people are talking like they know what they're talking about and genuinely have no clue. They genuinely have no clue. And then they see guys like me who come on here and I'm openly admitting that I don't fight dogs, nor do I want to. And they're generally honorable people. They just did not know Usam. I will not blast them. Like, I would still give them a 4 out of 5 star rating for the facility as a whole. Their lack of information was all the other dogs there were pets. Like, they're a great pet care facility. I would give them a 5 out of 5 for pet care facility. When it comes to working dogs that require a high level of exertion. Like, y'all see my dogs. They're in my room right now. I can fire them up and I can calm them down with me, a true pack alpha, right? But if I leave this room for 3 hours and I come back, they are going to be going ham if I don't work them before I go, right? So that's just something you learn from experience. You know, I go to work, get them a walk in, get them some slap meals, something in before work, and get them something after work, and that's how you do it. You know, that's how you get it done. But yeah. But yeah, man. So as far as people talking this talk, man, it sound good till it don't. And even the brother that was saying, why do people talk about this stuff online? I I get where he's coming from. I'm not mad at him for even commenting. I'm mad at him for not doing the research behind it. I make these posts to generate awareness because these are topics that I know people are going to go for, but it's not clickbait. It's not like I'm going to deliver on the topic. Um, so a lot of these guys, man, they sit back and they're comment warriors. And tonight it is I posted this in all the like almost like 10 different Pitbull chats, and not one person is like taking it upon themselves to just pop up. Um, I'm not going to ask you any questions other than these are questions I will ask when you come on my panel. One, I'm going to ask you to define me what cur, what cold dog, and what game this means for you. But it's not like I'm not trying to stump the dummy. I want a baseline so when I'm communicating with you and I ask you follow up questions based upon your definition and what you're talking about. Right? Two, if your example happened in my lifetime, I don't want to hear about it. If your example happened, I was born in 1990. If your example happened in my lifetime, I don't want to hear about it because that's going to cause legal issues for you and could cause legal ramifications for me. So we should be talking about, Red Boy, Eli, Jeep, dog. These dogs are dead and the owners of the dogs are passed away as well. Um, Okay, so Jenny Johnson says, was that female you just showed the one you just bred to the Haymaker dog? No, ma'am. That was actually the Haymaker Heatmaker dog was actually a friend of mine from Arizona. My male dog Saki was the one that was bred to that Haymaker dog, Heatmaker, and I'm getting a female pup back off that deal. Um, I wanted to turn up the red boy in my line a little bit, and I think that Holland's blood is some good stuff. Um, for those of y'all who don't know, I did a debate on NWA County Corso. Shout out to NWA County Corso the other night, and one of the things that I realized was I haven't challenged myself. I have yet to train a heavy red boy influenced dog. Train one, right? I pride myself as a dog trainer. But before anything else, before a show dog guy or any of this other stuff, man, I'm a trainer. Like I don't care what breed it is, I can train it. That's my shtick. That's my gift, right? And that's what I enjoy doing. But yeah, and Jenny, I appreciate you even taking the time to kind of get to know the program here, man. Thank you so much. But this female right here, I will show her to you again since you asked, because it makes me happy that you even know about my dogs a little bit. So um, so her, let me see. So this is Samurai Kennels Kamikaze, and she is actually a daughter of Saki, and she's gonna be getting bred back to Saki's first cousin. I actually think she's coming into heat now, and I think the indicator that she's coming into heat is I was looking at her her hind parts earlier. Her vulva was a little swollen, and also uh, when she peed outside, I take them outside to pee every couple hours, and when she went outside to pee, uh, I take her out first because if she pees, then when I take him outside, uh, he'll go out there and mark over where she peed at, and it's a faster process if I take her first. Well, the last time she went out and peed, he sniffed it and then he started drooling, which means that the hormone levels in her urine are high enough that she's showing to be in heat already. Now, I don't know if a lot of y'all know about that or if y'all have tried that before. I noticed that, but when she's not in heat, he'll smell her piss and he'll just pee over it and keep it moving. But literally, her urine got him excited to the point where his muscles on his head where he was squeezing the muscles on his head and everything. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. So Max about to get ready to put their food in their bowl. Okay, so she says, Jenny says the new Red Boy dogs are trainable and highly intelligent and very intense. I love that. I love that. I actually do. I'm super excited about it. Um, I think that I think that all of these dogs are super smart and given the right amount of time and attention, there's no limit to what you can accomplish with them. I am about to MK. Yeah, dude, he started drooling, bro. And not like a white foamy drool, like just like a clear, like salivating drool. But you guys, I am about to go ahead and put their food in here because like this is we in real time right now. So I'm about to put their food in their food bowl. We're gonna keep the live going. Let me put the widget back on the screen for y'all. Um, there's the poll for you. Uh, and the question of the night, y'all, was can a cur produce a game dog? Usam says she's definitely coming in, but may skip for a couple months if she hasn't before. One by the experience. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Billy Johnson, that's agreed. So y'all, what I'm using right now is this is what I fool with right now. So nah, not the diamond and not the what's the other one y'all be using? Mike Dan, what's good, big dog? I prepped her bowl first, but I won't give her bowl first. Oh, let me show y'all something. Shout out to Pitwise Kennels for this, man. Y'all see I got my uniform hanging up right there. For those of y'all who didn't know, I'm active duty military. I'm proud of it, proud to serve. You know, and thank you, Mike Dan. So this is Saki's new crate. Shout out to Pitwise Kennels for the suggestion. I love this crate. No, he has done zero damage to this. And most crates, at least by now, would have claw marks starting to go through them. So this crate is it for me, y'all. And I'm not saying he's not gonna damage it, but the fact that this lasted more than a week and I've been able to leave him unattended in it says a lot. Uh, it's got the travel safety rod in it. This rod goes in. This rod goes in and goes all the way down to the bottom of the door, and it secures the door like a second hinge. And you can even take these hinges out. You can unscrew them, and you can flip the door. You can flip this door over here to get over there. Oh, they got these I got mine from Bass Pro Shop, bro. Now, for him to get out of here, and this is also good if I have to fly him, get him out of here. I have to lift this thing right here, pull it out, and see that it's a goes all the way down the length of the thing. And then right here, it even comes with a lock on there. That's unlocked right now because I keep that safety rod keeps it closed, right? But it has a lock right there on the thing. You can lock this, but right now, so stay. All right. And then and I left the dime. Y'all got 3 total hotel rooms right now. So I'm going home. I got my mom and my wife, my kids, a hotel room on base. And I'm staying at a little rinky dink Motel 6. Let's stay. Because that's the hotel that allows me to keep pit bulls. And that's what you do for your dogs. Stay. Wait. Wait, I said. Wait. Nope. Ah, ah, no. Don't you touch that. And that's it, y'all. Ain't no tools and nothing like that. Just task repetition. Okay. And then while he's eating, I ain't gotta worry about it too much. Okay, she's ready. Don't you try to come out of there. Back up. Back up. Back up. Okay. And so, and you know what hurt us? I wouldn't even say so much control. I wouldn't even say so much control as I don't ever want my dogs to be food aggressive. So I think that more than anything, I want to have a dog that respects me enough to eat when I say eat, um, and that I can touch. Or y'all know I got kids, man, and um, I don't ever want the dog to be so aggressive over food that it would hurt my kids. Um, I am a human being, and I believe that human beings' lives go over a dog's life, the value of it. I love my dogs more than anything, and I do everything I can to keep them from being put up against a human life. But if they bit my kid, or even somebody else's kid, or even another adult unlawfully or just uncontrollably bit somebody, like they gotta go. I don't want a dog in my life that is a threat. I don't want a dog in my life that is a threat to grown folks and the such. Usam says curs can 100% produce solid game dogs, but best to separate them as they can take on characteristics and behaviors from older dogs, and it may inhibit the potential, as you know. Thank you, thank you, absolutely, absolutely. Um, I will say this too, man. Okay, uh, as far as the term cur, there are. I would rather talk about levels to cur than the levels to gameness. Um, because you can see a cur in a non-combat situation, just like I believe you can see gameness in a non-combat situation. But to me, um, a dog that quits doing the work, whether it's a if it's a hog dog and and you're on a case in point, you're doing hog dogging, right? Let's talk legal. And you on a side by side running trails, and that dog is out there for 2.5, 3 hours before you finally put eyes on a hog, and that dog is smoked and can't do it. Um, I don't know. I don't know about that. Have you ever seen that dog run 3.5 hours before that time frame? You know, have you ever seen that dog bite something after running 3.5 hours? You know, how good would you be after walking 3.5 hours if you had a boxing match that same day? So I'm just saying, man, like the term curry it's thrown around so willy nilly. It's thrown around so willy nilly without any regard for uh who or how it affects it, man. Thank you, Walnut. Walnut, that is, yo, on God, that is probably the best. I'm gonna put that on the screen. So this is the thing right here too. There is a difference between can't go and won't go. There is a difference between can't go and won't go. Facts. Okay, my brother's in the building, man. High voltage kennels, man. Shout out to high voltage kennels. If y'all don't know, now you know. He says, and this is a brother of mine that actually goes and gets the hogs. So this is one of the times right here where I'm letting the man that knows what he's talking about talk. He says, bro, when you have one let go of a big pig in the woods, you will climb air to get away. Let me read that again, bro. When you have one let go of a big pig in them woods, you climb air to get away. Because and see right there, we expecting these dogs to do more than what we're willing to do ourselves. That's why my dogs don't have to do much to please me, man. They don't have to do a lot to please me, man. If they go catch me a 60-pound hog, they go catch me a 50-pound hog. That's what I really want anyway. Because I want to eat the food. I want to eat the hog. And like y'all know me, outside Dre eats chitlins. Um, I eat the pig feet. Like Big C was saying, I eat pig feet. Yeah, man. Hog head cheese. I love pork ribs. Y'all see me smoke them every Sunday almost. Um, yeah, man. The jaws. Yeah, man. If they can catch me I eat raccoon too. They catch me a coon, they catch me a pig. Uh, we'll eat the squirrel together. I go shoot a squirrel by 22. We'll eat the squirrel together. Rabbit. I told you I plan on getting me a rabbit hutch as soon as we get settled at our house here. Uh, we'll eat the rabbit together too. But yeah, man, that's it, man. I just want a good dog that can handle the game that I like to handle. You know, handle the game I like to handle. That's what I'm saying, herders. Like, man. mm. And so my brother High Voltage has invited me to go on a hog hunt with him, and I want to get out there and do it so I can speak on it a little bit. Because right now, I'm gonna just let him and Voodoo. That's my friends that have done it. So Voodoo Hog Doggers, shout out to you. High Voltage Kennel, shout out to you. Croc Bull, shout out to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. CEO's in the that's my cousin right there, y'all. Shout out, salute, welcome. I seen you had posted a bunch of lives on the channel, bro. Are you going live anytime soon? Because if you are gonna go live, I'm not about to hold you up. I came on here and got my point across, man, and anybody really want to pull up, so it's cool. I got my hour in, and y'all, I might go live in the middle of the night because, like I said, I'm in this hotel room, literally with my dogs, just so they can so I can hold on to them until we get up, until we move to our house. Usam said, I got quails at the moment on 1 to 2 eggs each day. And you know, them quail eggs are small, but they go for a lot of money at the grocery store too. So shout out to you for that, man. And big ups to that. Yep. I love it, man. I love it. And yeah, y'all. So the topic today was, can you get okay. So y'all, I'm going over to the Shogun Unlimited page. All right, mother in love, I'll see you later. And and Godspeed, mother-in-law. So y'all, my cousin, he's going live over on Shogun Unlimited. So I'm gonna go over there and support him. If any of y'all else got lives or any shows or anything y'all want me to promote on the channel, y'all let me know. I got another banger of a reel coming out tomorrow with another question for the community to answer. And I just want to say thank you for the engagement of the community, man. Y'all been doing a great job of just getting these topics out there. I think we got 68 shares on that topic I was talking about today, y'all. So 68 shares, 102,000 views, over 8,000 likes, and over 855 comments. So thanks to y'all, we're growing. We're growing. And if y'all need to reach me, man, hit me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Samurai Kennels. Aside from that, y'all know I like to end the show with a Christian watchword. I don't force my religion on anybody, but I share it freely with everybody. So let me end this music, and I will I'll get y'all out of here so I can go support my family. I might even he don't know, but I might even pull up on his show. Hey, no worries, man. And appreciate y'all for coming out, Mike Dan. Here we go, y'all. May the Lord watch between you and me while we're absent, one from another. Amen. For the love of the dogs, for the love of the game. Peace.